Thousands of baseball fans and many analysts believe Rocky Colavito should be in Baseball Hall of Fame. They point to his impressive power hitting statistics, including leading the league in home runs, runs batted in, slugging percentage, extra base hits, and total bases, a 5/7 WAR of 5.7, superstar rating, showing great results consistently, and his strong defensive play, particularly his powerful throwing arm. The petition reads, "We, the undersigned, believe that Rocky Colavito deserves to be enshrined in the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. We believe his records during his era are consistent with the criteria established by the Golden Days Era Committee of the National Baseball Hall of Fame. We have studied Rocky's career in detail, pointing out why Rocky should have been enshrined as a Hall of Fame member. We believe all the details presented are accurate, and all are Hall of Fame qualified reasons your committee should vote this good man and great player into baseball's Hall of Fame. Colavito's name is mentioned in the first breath of power hitters: Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Harmon Killebrew, Hank Aaron, Eddie Matthews, Ernie Banks, Willie McCovey, Frank Robinson, Duke Snider, Stan Musial, and Carl Yastrzemski during his era. All of these players are Hall of Famers, except Rocky Colavito. The following is a compilation of Rocky's 13-year career in a nutshell. 1. Rocky was second in Rookie of the Year voting in 1956, despite only having 322 at-bats, with 21 home runs. 2. Rocky led the major leagues in total home runs for a 5-year period of his 13-year career. 3. Rocky led the American League in total home runs and total run batted in for 10 years of a 13-year career. 4. Rocky Colavito achieved the rare feat of hitting at least 45 home runs, 140 runs batted in with an on-base percentage, OBP, over 400, and is one of only 6 players in Major League history to do so. They are Rocky Colavito, Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Ted Williams, Mark McGwire, and Albert Pujols. 5. Rocky Colavito hit 4 consecutive home runs in one game in 1959. 6. Rocky was third in total home runs in the American League of all players in his era at the end of his 13-year career. 7. Rocky was number 1 in total runs batted in the American League of all players in his era at the end of his 13-year career. 8. Rocky Colavito finished in the top 10 in American League home runs during 9 of his 13 seasons, 69%. He was in the top 5 in home runs 7 times during his 13-year career, 54%. This is extremely strong in any era. 9. Rocky's OPS and OPS Plus compare well with present Hall of Fame members from his era. The Hall of Fame members' OPS average is 837, whereas Rocky's lifetime OPS average was 848. His first 10 years his OPS was 964. Hall of Fame members' OPS Plus average 128, whereas Rocky's number is 132, but was 135 his first 11 years. 10. Rocky was in the top 5 in Most Valuable Player voting 3 times during his career. 11. Rocky was the American League champion in home runs, runs batted in, and slugging during his career. 12. Rocky led the American League twice in total bases, with over 300 bases both times. He had over 300 total bases 4 times during his 13-year career. 13. Rocky was a 6 times All-Star, playing in 9 All-Star games during his 13-year career. 14. Rocky's average WAR score using the 5/7 method is 5.7. Using the 5/7 method, a WAR season average of 5.7 is an extremely strong Hall of Fame candidate rated as a superstar. 15. Rocky played a perfect season in the outfield, with a fielding percentage of 1.000. 16. Rocky led the league in putouts 5 times, in range 4 times, in fielding runs 3 times, and in assists twice. 17. Rocky was one of the most loved and popular players in the 1950s and 1960s. 18. Rocky increased the Cleveland Indians' attendance in 1 year by over 800,000 because of his popularity with the fans. This petition goes into a detailed compilation about each of the above.
He had a boxer's name in a different game. He could pack a wallop with his bat. Baseball was a joy since he was a boy. On that diamond he would hang his hat. He grew up in the Bronx, hearing those horn honks but the Yankees were not on his plate. Instead he headed west to the Indians' tent. There the fans would christen him as great. All those names have faded through the decades gone. Still I'd like to find this man so real. Rocky Colavito, where the heck did you go? We still have the memory of your baseball majesty. Rocky Colavito, you put on a big show. With your bat you hit the ball as far as I could see. With 42 home runs, he was number one in the hearts of those who cheered the Tribe. In the All-Star game, building up his fame, he could hit and run and throw and slide. In 1959, his renown would climb. Home runs in consecutive at-bats. 4 in all there were, so we all were sure Cleveland had a hero, how about that? All the fans who saw it left the game wide-eyed. Someday they would wonder like us all. Rocky Colavito, where the heck did you go? We still have the memory of your baseball majesty. Rocky Colavito, you put on a big show. With your bat you hit the ball as far as I could see. The earth shook with a trade that the Indians made. Rocky in exchange for Harvey Keene. How could anyone take away that fun? Baseball is a game that can be mean. All of Detroit's boys felt a rush of joy with this slugger in their stomping grounds. 45 home runs, year was 61. Rocky and the Tigers won that town. In the Motor City, he was good as gold. Right there by Alkaline, he was strong. Rocky Colavito, where the heck did you go? We still have the memory of your baseball majesty. Rocky Colavito, you put on a big show. With your bat you hit the ball as far as I could see. A writer named Joe Falls had to give cat calls. He just had to find some doubting words. He was a gadfly, doubting Rocky's style. How could anyone be so absurd? The slugger joined KC, hitting happily. Then the stage was set for his return. Back to where his bat made its first big splash. Now the Indians were his teammates true. Right there by Lake Erie was his place to be, with that smiling Indian on his cap. Rocky Colavito, where the heck did you go? We still have the memory of your baseball majesty. Rocky Colavito, you put on a big show. With your bat you hit the ball as far as I could see. You will always have a niche in baseball history.